So another really cool spiritual awakening channeling experience happened about 2 years ago, and it was actually the middle of the day, which is kind of weird. Usually the other things had happened at night, but this was the middle of the day, and again, I'm on my computer. I'm always on my computer. And I felt energy around me, and it was a beautiful sunny day. I had my windows open, heard the birds chirping, and everything was just normal as could be, you know. Again, I don't do drugs and I don't drink hardly at all. So I felt energy around me, and I immediately open up a blank piece of paper, get my pen and put it in the opposite hand, and I start channeling. So I said, "Who is this?" And it said, "Billy." And again, it doesn't speak to me through the ears. The energy comes through my left hand, and it tingles, and it goes and talks to me telepathically, and then it releases through tears. So this energy was communicating with me, and it said Billy. And immediately I knew that that was my mom's best friend that had just passed away about a year ago at the time. And I said, "Oh my God, what's it like on the other side?" He said, "It's great." And I said, "What do you want me to tell my mom?" He said, "Tell her I love her, I miss her, and I'm always thinking of her." And then I kept getting some kind of message about a red truck, and then the energy released, and it left me through the tears. So again, these happen really, really quick. I mean, this is a matter of like split seconds that all this energy communication happens. Now it's gotten a lot better, and I can do it. I get pages and pages of information from Archangel Raphael. But at that time, Billy came through to get a message to my mother. He was her best friend, and he passed away. And my mom has psychic abilities too, and she actually knew something was going to happen to him when the last time she had seen him, because this was a man, Billy, who would have seizures quite often, and he wasn't supposed to drive, and he had been driving a lot, and he actually had a seizure when he passed away driving. And long story short, I get distracted and busy doing work or modeling or acting and so forth, and the rest of my day goes on as normal. The next day, I had to get my car worked on. So I went to the auto shop, and I had a question for my dad, so I called my dad. And I hung up the phone, and I was like, "Oh my God, I forgot to tell Mom I talked to Billy yesterday." So I call my family's house back, my parents, and asked to speak with my mom. And I was like, "Mom, I forgot to tell you, I talked to Billy yesterday." She's like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah," and she knows that I'm learning how to increase my intuition and psychic ability and channeling. So I told my mom that I talked to Billy yesterday. And she said, "Well, what did he say?" Because she's pretty psychic as well. And I said, "Mom, he said he loves you, he misses you, and he's always thinking of you." And she said, "Melissa, you don't know this, but for the past 5 days, I've been crying my eyes out, wondering if he's still around me, wondering why he left me, wondering if his energy is still here." And I was like, "Well, Mom, he's definitely still around you, and he wanted to get that message to you through me." And I said, "Mom, he said something about a red truck." And she's like, "Honey, you don't know this, but his family gave us his red truck when he passed away, and your dad and I were arguing yesterday on whether we should sell it or not." I was like, "Oh my God." I was like, "I don't know if you're supposed to sell it or not, but that's validation that I'm not cuckoo, number one, so I'm happy. Number two, that that's validation for you that he came through and just wanted you to know that he loves you and he's still around you." That's some deep shit, man. It's so freaking cool. And once you grasp how much power you have in this universe and that you can tap into it, God, if you guys can, if people can just start awakening and cleanse your mind and cleanse your body so you can connect with the universe, you're so powerful. Like, you're your own She-Ra and He-Man waiting inside, but most people are too busy stuffing their face with pizza or drinking beer or doing shots of tequila. I mean, come on, everything in moderation, but there is so much infinite intelligence out there, And it's so freaking cool, man. They'll guide you. All you have to do is ask the angels and spirit guides for help, and tune into my next message, because it's going to be a good one about the master cleanse. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye.